Higurashi when they cry. So far, I don't know what the hell is going on. So, I'm there with you folks. See how this goes. Somebody has been apologizing for a while now. I wonder what she's apologizing for. It felt wrong to eavesdrop, so I tried to ignore it. It had been a while since I last went to the city. I only returned to attend the funeral of a relative. Is this somebody new? Are we playing a different character right now? From the beginning? Even though I lived there until last month, I found the bustling of the city to be overwhelming. Those skyscrapers and the multi-lane roads, the melodious cacophone of the crosswalk, even the campaign speeches blurring in front of the station felt nostalgic. The place where I live now isn't nearly as lively. There's only the chirping of the locusts and the bubbling of the brooks. And the babbling of the brooks. What the heck are brooks? Maybe one of you would tell me. And the cry of the Higurashi, the evening cicadas. Rather than making me feel lonely, that quietness has begun to instill a sense of sincerity. There's nothing where I'm living now. I don't just mean there aren't any burger joints. There aren't even vending machines. That kind of feels sad. I don't know how I feel about a place with no vending machines. I don't even think I want to live in a place with no vending machines. I do like my food, you know. No music stores, no restaurants, and no arcades. An ice cream parlor? No chance. The nearest town has some stuff like that, but it's an hour away by bike. Come to think of it, it wasn't a really big deal. There were music stores and arcades and ice cream parlors where I used to live, but it wasn't like I ever hang out at any of them. I had lived in the city for 10 years and never once been to an ice cream parlor. I don't know why, but that blows my mind. It's hard to picture a person living in the city for 10 years and not going out to have ice cream at least once. I don't know about you, but when's the last time you all had ice cream? And what is your favorite? Mine personally is there's this place I go to called Perry's Ice Cream, called Perry's Ice Cream, and they have this flavor called cookies birthday cake. It's beautiful. It tastes so delicious. Beautiful, it tastes so delicious. Now I want some ice cream. Anyway, I should have gone at least once. It's only now that I'm starting to regret that a little. Somebody's still apologizing? Who is she apologizing to? She apologized so much. So just forgive her already. There's no reason anyone should ever need to apologize so much. I started to feel a bit annoyed at whoever was refusing to forgive her. No matter how bad the mistake, there's nothing that can't be forgiven. There's no such thing as an irreplaceable mistake. You just need to be more careful next time. She's still apologizing. Even now. Then, has she really done something that can't be fixed? I have no idea what she's done, but it can't be fixed. Then that's all the more reason to forgive her. No matter how much she apologizes, nothing will change. But even so, She keeps apologizing in such a heartbreaking voice. Hey, you. The one she's apologizing to. Why don't you just go ahead and forgive her? She's apologizing in such a prophetic voice.
Keiichi, そろそろ着くぞ。
Oh shoot. I guess that's who I am. Keiichi.
起きなさい。
I was finally aroused from my nap by my father prodding. It seemed the train had reached its final stop. We spent hours riding everything from the bullet train to the local routes. It was hard to believe that the landscape beyond the window and the city I was in a half a day ago were in the same country. No, as they were even from the same era. From there, we take a car deep into the mountains. Ooh. I don't know if I want to live in the forest environment like that. I'd lived in the country before, but I don't think I ever lived anywhere where there was like dense forests and mountains. Not that I can imagine. Paths where the dense forest encroaching on the mountain road suddenly open up. Oh, that is a beautiful shot. There, where I live now. Hinamizawa. I guess it's a moment for me to save. Even though we were approaching summer, the mother elf still had a frigid bite. We'll save it from here. Although in the strange, you could fill your lungs with crisp, clean air. Flipping open the window, I was greeted with a vibrant expanse. Oh, now I'm looking at the room. I see a clock on the far right wall, a desk in the left corner of the room, the books and a telephone. It's really strange ladies to me. Nothing but trees. The neighboring house was far away on the other side, so I was probably the only one enjoying that view and that air. I filled my lungs with another deep breath. Since I started living in Hinamizawa, I learned that even air had its own taste. I quickly finished getting ready for school and headed downstairs for breakfast. My mother was the only one there. My father was nowhere to be seen. He was probably up working till the early morning. Dad had a rather unconventional job as a painter. It's such a laid-back profession. Get up when you want, sleep when you want, and work when you want. I was so jealous of the easygoing lifestyle. I even wrote for school that I wanted to be a painter when I grew up. Dad was ecstatic about that. It was just because it looked easy. I'll never tell him that, though. Mom laid breakfast out on the table. Seaweed, pickled vegetables, raw egg, and grilled salmon. My mom was such a good cook. It was scary. A perfect, immaculate, ideal breakfast. Unlike my dad, who didn't even know the meaning of the word schedule, My mom never squandered any time or effort. She hummed a little tune as she brought over the miso soup. It seemed like she was in a good mood today.
こっちに引っ越してきてから、圭一が早起きになって嬉しいわね。
早起きしないと朝飯を食いそびれるんだよ。
I thought it was being cute, responding with a wise crack after being praised for being good.
ご飯はいっぱい？それとも半分くらいでいい？
山盛り。
First, I savored the steaming hot rice with the seaweed. After that, I cover it with the egg. Between bites of rice, I enjoy the crunch of the pickles. Not bad at all. Excellent as usual. Watching me clean my plate, Mom gave me a warm smile.
こっちに引っ越してきてから、圭一が朝食を欠かさないんで嬉しいわね。
I was not a morning person. When we lived in the city, I slept right until the last minute before school and rarely ate breakfast. Boycotting the breakfast Mom made me each morning. That was probably my only way I could protest being forced to attend cram school. I guess that was what you call my rebellious phase. I wouldn't so much as look at the breakfast she woke up early every day to make. If I could go back in time, I'll slap myself. Mindful of the time, Mom rushed me along with a wide grin.
そろそろレナちゃんと待ち合わせの時間じゃない？急いで。
Mom really seemed to enjoy the fact her son was going to school with a girl. As all mothers do, apparently. Reina is one of my classmates. She really loves looking after people, coming to meet me every day without fail. The way I look at it, a guy my age walked to a school with a girl was just lame. But, well, keeping the classroom ready for me every day wouldn't be very considerate. Seriously though, how long does Reina wait there for me every morning? Taking one last gulp of my miso soup, I race for the door.
レナちゃんにお漬物ありがとうって伝えてね。
Come to think of it, those pickles weren't store-bought, were they? If I'd known that, I would have savored them a bit more.
あいよ。
My favorite characters here. Well, one of my favorite characters. Her cheerful greeting was as fresh as the air as the morning itself.
相変わらず早えな。たまにはのんびり朝寝坊したっていいんだぜ。
お寝坊したら圭一くんを待たせちゃうじゃない。
She's so considerate. She's so conscientious and such a good person.
そん時は置いてく。
圭一くん冷たい。
Being cold is one of his charms.
いつも待っててあげてるのに。
サクサク置いてく。キリキリ置いてく。
どうして冷たいんだろう。
Reina had a slight troubled look on her face. Toying with her was rather fun because of how quickly her mood changed.
嘘。ちゃんと待ってるよ。
With those words, Reina seemed to relax. Her face flushed bright red.
ありがとう。
レナが来るまでずーっと待ってる。いつまでも。
Reina turned bright red, steam rising from her head as her brain short-circuited. She's especially weak to this sort of talk. It's quite rare to find someone this fun to tease.
レナはロマンスものの文庫本は読んだことあるか？
ないよ。読んだことない。
From that response, I gathered she was interested in them but was too embarrassed to actually buy one. I couldn't imagine what would happen if she did read one. She'd probably turn red and pass out.
そうそう。お袋から伝言。漬物サンキューでしたって。
どういたしまして。どうだった？しょっぱくなかったかな？
They weren't that salty. Actually, they had a pretty light flavor to them. It would have been fine to just be honest and say they were good, but apparently I couldn't be that forthright.
その前に聞きたい。あの漬物を漬けたのはレナか？レナのお母さんか？
なんで聞くんだろう。しょっぱかった？
Her attitude completely changed as she began to panic frantically.
レナか？レナのお母さんか？
なんで作った人聞くんだろう。太郎。
どっちが作ったかで感想が著しく変わる。
Oh, one of the viewers asked, how in the hell do I not know what's going on? Because I don't... I literally don't know what's going on. And because I must be an idiot. Either one. Don't know yet. We'll see. She counted frankly on her fingers, trying to remember the amount of salt she used to pickle them. Play with her like that, Kiichi. You could get along perfectly. It wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but I couldn't stop myself. Guys who take pleasure in this kind of thing are probably the worst. Guys like me. Reina nervously opened and closed her mouth over and over, trying to muster a response.
レナだけど。
うまかった。前回に続き
Pretty good.
なかなかだっ
Just
た
like the
ぜ。
last ones.
飯との
They
相
went
性は最高だっ
perfectly
た。
with rice. Her face went bright red again. She was completely spacing out. It truly was a lot of fun to tease her. I pray that Reina never gets taken advantage by some lowlife. Keep at it, Reina. I'll train you until you handle it like an average person. Or so I decided for myself.
行こうぜ。ミオンを待たせるとあいつうるさいぞ。
Yes, Mion! My favorite character of all time. Well, seeing that she just keeps spacing out otherwise, I call Miranda back to reality so we can make our way to school. This strange, easily flustered girl is Reina Ryuga. I only known her for about a month, but I come to realize it's not just her name that's strange. Coming up to the next Renaissance point. Coming up to the next rendezvous point. We saw another person waiting for us. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna take a sip of water. I need to recover. Ah, that's good. Now back to the game. Coming up to the next rendezvous point, we saw another person waiting for us. Noticing us, she waved.
お、来た来た。遅いよ、二人とも。
いつも遅いのはお前の方だろ。
In sharp contrast to the diligent Reina, this one marched to the beat of her own drum. She's Miyun Sonozaki. For what it's worth, she's our senior and head of the class.
おはよう、レナ。そして、ケイちゃん、お久しぶり。何年ぶりだっけ？
Did I read that right? Did she just make a joke there?
休んでねえよ。
For you guys, it was 2 days or maybe a few years, like Neon's case. In my case, it was like, what? How long have I been playing this visual novel so far? 10, 15, maybe 25 minutes?
そうだっけか？前に会った時はこんなにちっちゃくて可愛かったのにな。
Cute little... Is that pronounced right? Yeah, it must be. I'm just gonna ignore it. Mio's gaze started at my chest, then dropped straight down. Focusing on the point between my legs. So she was saying it was my crouch that was cuter back then. Before you ask, just to be clear, I never actually tried to show it to her. Is it? Okay, this is weird. I've grown quite splendidly. You'll be surprised. Not only is he bigger, but he's a little mustache now. Is something wrong with my thing? Yep. Being so engorged with energy every morning is quite a problem, though. I'll introduce you next time, so be sure to greet him properly. Don't say next time. Right now, it's just fine. How about letting the little guy get a breath of fresh air, boy? Fresh aborted air. I don't think I ever talked so dirty. You can smell it following up the morning air before. Even sure does act like an old man sometimes. Gotcha. Time for the big reveal. Hope you don't regret it. As my hand reached for my fly, Reina began to rumble in a near panic.
ねえねえ、何の話？何の話だろう？何の話だろう？
Red face and flustered. Reina tried to play dumb, but it was obvious she knew exactly what we were talking about.
どうだった？久しぶりの都会はさ。
Mion switched gears, dropping the dirty talk and changing the top check to something more befitting than the present morning.
葬式で行っただけだぜ。慌ただしいだけだったよ。
でさ、探しといてくれた？頼んどいたやつ。
お前、人の話聞いてないだろ。俺は葬式で帰っただけだぜ。おもちゃ屋巡りをしてる余裕なんかなかったんだよ。
おもちゃ屋とホビーショップは全然違うよ。特に洋物、こっちじゃなかなか手に入らないからね。
みーちゃんまたゲームの話？
Games? What about games? Mio nodded proudly as Reina giggled.
そう、ケイちゃんに洋芸のカタログを持ってきてもらいたかったんだけどね。
Westport was short for Western Imported Games. Wow, that's actually pretty cool to hear because it's funny when you think about it because we Westerners love to have Eastern games ported to us, like Higurashi, for example. Most of the time, though, we don't really get official translations. Using that abbreviation did make it sound pretty geeky.
そんなのまた通販で取り寄せりゃいいじゃねえか。
ま、そうするかな。またプレイングの熱いゲームを入荷するからね。
今度は私にもわかりやすいゲームがいいな。
Miona is a board and card game enthusiast, and I hear she collected quite a lot of different ones. According to Reina, Miona's room has a kind of become a museum for domestic and foreign games.
俺にもわかりそうなゲームがあったらやらせてくれよ。
いいよ。ケイちゃんさえ良ければね。でもうちらのレベルは高いよ。
上等じゃねえか。俺だって遊び100番遅れを取るつもりはないぜ。
じゃあ今度はケイチくんも仲間に加わるのかな
Bristling with joy from head to toe, Reina looked back and forth between me and Mion. Mion gave her an affirmative wink, and her expression perked up even further.
男の子ってきっと外で遊ぶ方が好きだと思ってたからダメかと思ってたよ。
Reina laughed happily. From such a friendly conversation, you wouldn't think I had moved here less than a month ago. I understood that they did all they could to make a transfer student like me feel at home. I have to try hard to fit in, so they won't feel like they have to try to make me feel welcome. I felt like if I acted a bit more open than I usually am, it should probably be about right for this place. Hinamizawa was not only was there only one school, but there was only one class. That class encompasses all different grades and ages. There's about 30 students at different levels, and they all study in the same class. I'm told that long ago there used to be a bigger school building and they had actual separate classes. However, it seems something happened that made it become a single class. And now it stayed that way. It stayed that way out of tradition. I was shocked at first, but humans adapt quickly. I already gotten quite used to it. The sound of children playing started right from the morning. With such a lively mood, it felt more like a kindergarten than a proper school. Not that that was a bad thing. Mio had been walking in front of us up until then. Suddenly, let me take the lead. Right in front of the classroom door. So I was meant to slide the door open and enter the room first. Wait, why did she do that? I don't... My suspicious senses are tingling. Yeah. Too bad I wasn't gonna fall for that again. Damn straight!
ここで先頭を譲るとはな。 お手並み拝見ってことかよ。
Neon chuckle with a healthy smirk on her face. Uh-oh, what the heck is going on?
どうしたの二人とも。
下がってろレナ。危ないぞ。
Oh no.
やつだ。
Gotta get ready for this. Wait, who's here?
じゃあ、さとこちゃんが
Satoko? Her name was Sakako Hujo. Yeah, her name was Satoko Hujo. She was a disrespectful, impotent, bossy kid. The way she talks was annoying, but it'd be immature to get worked up over just that. Oh yeah, I know someone exactly like her. The real problem was this.
見え見えの罠だな。引き戸の上に挟んだ黒板消し。見え見えだぜ、サトコ。
He ain't gonna get Kakashi! Nice try though! A hearty laugh came from beyond the door.
お見事、ケイちゃん。こりゃ今回は勝負あったかな。
いや、相手はサトコだ。これだけとは思えない。
He's taking this shit so seriously! After falling for such intrinsic traps since the day I transferred, I no longer let my guard down. Satoko liked to combine a variety of traps. Traps that were simply there to bait you into the main one. Traps that relentlessly kept coming at you like a sadistic Rube Goldberg machine. Yet the list goes on. As well as being clever, they almost never misfire. When you least suspect it, she strikes! No escape, no time to relax.
見たところ黒板消しは普通。石とかは入れてないみたいだな。
It's just so nice, I don't understand. This is, I don't know why, but this is funny at the same time. Taking it so seriously right now. I took a pretty heavy hit from a blackboard eraser loaded with rocks on my first day. Damn, is she trying to kill you? Is she trying to kill you? How did you survive that? That made no sense.
じゃあさ、ガラガラって開けて落としちゃえばいいんじゃないかな。
それだ。
That's what Satoko was after. Make me focus on my attention upward. So as I lift my hand to the door, there were thumbsticks stuck to the sliding door handle with tape. A frightening trap. Jeez. A frightening trap? That's deadly if you ask me. A potent and terrifying trap. Terrifying? I don't know if I can say that. Concealed by using the blackboard eraser.
見事なコンボだ、サトコ。だが、所詮はガキの浅知恵だったな。
Assured of my victory, I threw over the door and stepped into the room. I felt something strange at my ankle. It was similar to the sensation of a jump rope catching on my leg. By the time I realized it, she had me. Hook, line, and sinker. It was already too late. I began to fall in an almost picturesque manner.
ケイちゃん、避けて。
Instinctively reacting to me on shrill running, I twist my body in midair before I lay on the floor. An inkstone, filled to the brim, was placed right before where I would have landed. I shudder to imagine the situation had Atlanta square on me. Is she serious? Did she just try to kill your boy? Bruh, she just tried to kill your boy. That must be the little devil, Satoko.
おはようございます、ケイチさん。朝から賑やかですわね。
Still spiraled in an awkward position. Spiraled? Still spin-rolled in an awkward position, I was greeted by a mocking voice. I think that's how you say that word.
一段とスペシャルなトラップワークになったじゃねえか、サトコ。
私何のことかわかりませんもの。朝からついてませんわね。
てめえ。あいててててて。
It seemed I inadvertently sprained my back a little when I landed. Old man? You're getting old there, Kiichi. Better than landing on that inkstone. Can someone tell me what an inkstone is? Because I have no clue. It's something that I am unfamiliar with. So if anyone knows, please tell me. A small hand gently rubbed my head.
ケイチの痛いの痛いの飛んでいけです。
The small, enchanted hand continued to gently stroke my head.
腰とかはくじかなかったですか？こうして撫でていれば痛いの痛いのは消えてきますです。
I thought about how rubbing my head would help my back, but I didn't. It's not so much about what you actually do, it's the thought that counts.
ありがとな。リカちゃんのおかげで痛みが引いてきたぜ。
リカちゃん、おはよう。レナにおはようございます。みんなにもおはようございますです。
Rika-chan greeted each of us with an adorable little bow. It was infectious. Reina, Mio, and I all bowed back.
リカちゃんはいい子だよな。
She's indeed such a good kid.
それに比べ
Now
てサトコ。
I want a Rika plushie. I know, right? I glare over in her direction. Satoko was whistling while rather deliberately trying to avoid eye contact.
サトコはいい子でございますのことよ。
Nah, you're more like the devil, little girl. If you're the model of a good girl, then I am the model of a senior citizen.
いい子はこんな凶悪な罠は仕掛けないぞ。
Yeah, more like the devil.
言いがかりでございますわ。
Slander, okay.
何の証拠があって？
I pick up Satoko by the back of her collar. She looked like a misbehaved cat when I do this. But a cat wouldn't be setting traps. She's much harder to deal with.
ごめんなさいって言ってみな。言わないなら。
I cocked my index finger on my thumb, letting it tremble as I brought it closer to Satoko's forehead.
暴力反対ですの。証拠もないのに。
言っとくが俺のデコピンはすごく痛い。
I know. The power of forehead flicks, people. They always work.
ベニヤくらいなら割る。
Damn, that's a powerful forehead flick.
やめて、寄らないでけだもの。
人様が聞いたら誤解するような言い方をするんじゃねえ。
A small hand tug at the back of my a small hand tug on the back of my shirt.
圭一が2日間もお休みしたから寂しかったのです。
Really, Rika-chan really is just so... How could I do anything more after being told that? I gently released my grip on Satoko, who at this point was on the verge of tears. She still had her eyes clamped shut as she braced herself for the forehead flick.
悔しくなんかないもん。
Damn, Kenichi made a girl cry!
泣いちゃダメです、さとこ。ファイト、おーです。
Rika gently patted the head of her prankster friend. You would never guess those two were the same age. I think Satoko could learn a thing or a million from Rika-chan. A million, huh? Ooh, I'm gonna steal that.
今度はもっとすごい罠を仕掛けなさいですよ。
Are you serious? Don't encourage her! Degenerate behavior! Wait a minute! As she observed the scene, Reina's expression grew ecstatic as she began to swan. Yep.
さとこちゃん泣いている。 かわいいよ。
持ち帰っちゃダメだからね。
だってこんなにかわいいよ。
どんなに可愛くてもダメなの。
でもちょっとくらいならダメかな。
Reina kept a cutesy face even as Aisha's ideas spread from her mouth. According to Mion, Reina is ridiculously weak to cute things and has always tried to take them home. So, is she trying to take... you can't take Rika home! No! Object or person? Definitely no!
物もまずいが誘拐はもっとまずいぞ。
Yeah, you tell her, Kenichi.
諦めろ。
じゃあ見てるだけだよ。それならいいよね。
Reina swan over Sagato's crying form. If a girl ever goes missing in Hinamizawa, I'll be forced to turn to Reina in order to the authorities. I'll be forced to turn Reina into the authorities. Wow. Forgive me, Reina. There is no forgiveness for cute things, apparently. I'll be sure to bring your care package when they put you away.
先生来たよ。早く片付ける。さとこ、すずりあんたのでしょ。
Just from Mion's single statement, the entire mood of the room shifted back to normal. The inkstone was bad, but the thumbstick stuck to the door handle were an even bigger problem. I pulled the tape off carefully, made sure not to screw myself. Even though Satoto was the one who set it up, everyone had to pick up after her. By the time the teacher entered the room, the bedroom from before had been neatly tidied up.
間に合ったね。起立！気をつけ！
Mion gave out the morning commands. And I think that is where we will end this for right now. I have enjoyed playing with you all, and we will continue part 2 of Higurashi When They Cry Onikakushi Chapter 1 tomorrow. So look forward to that. Either tomorrow or later tonight. I haven't decided yet what my consistent schedule is going to be, but most likely starting next week, it will probably be every Wednesday. Can't wait to continue another playthrough of this. Until next time.